Morning. Yeah, I'm still going with that intro until it gets old. How are y'all doing? You all good? Good. All right. This morning I received a message, which was quite pleasant. You know, I like to receive messages, and it was a positive one. So, and that's what we're going to talk about today. And I'm going to reference some of the content so that we can get some context. So, part of my business I dive into sometimes helping small businesses start up. Okay, because I've been quite strong at minimizing cost at the startup level. So, I assist individuals that are getting into business either for the first time or it's the second venture. Usually it's the first time. Transitioning from being a worker to being a business owner, and I assist with the startup process. So I find myself giving a lot of business advice in those circles, which is really cool. So in a way, this question is in line with that. Somebody asked me, the question was, okay, let's go. What's the question? All right. Hi Amos, I love your videos and I find them very insightful. I like your topics and I think you expound on them well. My challenge is that I'm so self-aware. Whether it's a confidence thing, but I just feel so self-aware. Okay, so thank you, Melanie, for that question. As you get older, you learn that to be nice sometimes is not just about being polite. To be nice, nice for the benefit of the individual on the receiving end and not for the benefit of yourself. You don't necessarily need to be what is perceived as polite. Here's some words that I have in my vocabulary that I used to myself. I don't say it to people. I say words like, I don't give a damn. I don't care. You know, I don't have time for that. You know, I won't do that. I won't participate in that. Now, these are some of my words that I have. And people go, oh, you know, you're a positive guy. How is it possible that you're saying things like that? You know, I don't give a damn. You know, it sounds a little strong, right? You know, I won't say it in a business meeting. I don't give a damn. But in a way, I do say that because you need to not give a crap about life sometimes. Because we get so caught up in reacting to please. And therefore, we suffer at the success route. So if you have a desire to get a certain thing, and what it needs is a strong person for you to just go in and not worry about your hair, not worry about your shirt, not worry about anything else, not worry about, you know, sometimes you may come from an abusive background where you're so self-conscious, like when somebody says the slightest thing, it triggers you. But that's part of the healing and the growth process that one must undertake if you're going to swim in deep waters, which is business. So the self-awareness thing is a condition that everybody has at some level. You know, some people have been cut real hard. So they you know, just one little button and they go explode on you, you know. But you have to not give a damn. You have to not care. You have to care less. You have to have the attitude of the fact of going around and you care and love everybody and be respectful. But you kind of have the I don't give a damn, I don't give a damn. Because you kind of have to have that, because otherwise you're going to get crushed. In business, there's a lot more to just individuals. There's government agencies that you're dealing with. There are regulation bodies and everything else. And they're not there to be nice. They're just there to get paid, you know, and they expect you to just follow, play along the perimeters. And then there's people trying to screw you over. There's people who overcharge you in certain things. So you can't go around being self-conscious. Self-conscious is self-awareness, and self-awareness is a sense of the fact that every individual in life is different. You know, the biggest problem we got so conditioned to, it's almost like I think I did a video on this. It's almost like the majority of people, if I look on Instagram, there's always a theme, like a style. So everybody's doing that look. You know, everybody's doing that look. So one person's doing it the best and the other people don't feel like they're doing it as good. So they're not as confident as to that. But what if you just did you all the time? What if you just did you and learned to accept yourself? This is the biggest thing that's different between, I suppose, I've noticed, and I'll reference you because you're a woman, between young women and older women. When I speak to, I mean, I have a friend, she's 65, and she's so cool about who she is. There's no, you can't touch her, but that took a while. When you speak to her, it sounds like that was progressively how she became that. But what if we can become that now? Like, I don't really give a damn about opinions about what people think, what I do. My friends know this. I don't care. Like, I really don't care. I know what I want to get done, and I know that I'm being fair, and I know that I'm being reasonable, and that's what that matters. Now, sometimes you may feel guilty, especially if you're a parent. You feel like you need to do a certain thing. You may feel guilty, but that's okay. Get over that guilt and just get on with it. Just have your perimeters of, this is what I'm doing. This is my objective. Am I being fair? Tick. Am I being reasonable? Tick. Therefore, that's fine. The word just has to deal with it. Because some people are so good at making you feel guilty, and then it's like it cuts off your legs, and you don't want to do anything. You just sit. What's the word? Castrated, like they just kind of cut off your confidence. They just cut off your power. Some people are so good at that, and then you can't perform. You're so self-conscious, self-aware. So I'm hoping that I'm answering this question in terms of confidence, like self-worth, and also answering the question in terms of that self-confidence, the ability to just do it. Because you never want to feel 100% ready to do anything. There's always some fear factor to it, me doing this videos, every time I do it, I want to make sure the content is good. I'm never just like, yeah, so the self-awareness thing comes from many places. Sometimes it's your upbringing, and because it's kind of hard to pinpoint, but you have to recognize that everybody feels uncomfortable someplace, sometime, somewhere. And nobody's going around being Mr. Perfect. Nobody, not even the Brad Pitts and the Angelina Jolies or the Donald Trumps, as much as they may look like they're untouchable. Everybody's got some little, gripe about their own look or their nose and their hair or whatever. So you can't let your feeling of panic or fear stop you. There's always ways. Another thing is sometimes it's to boot some people out of your life. Certain people, get them out of your life if they're the ones making you feel self-conscious, self-aware, to the point that it's affecting you negatively. Because the biggest thing that you ever regret is knowing your potential and your capacity, and knowing that you never really cultivated that. And you wait till you're old and you're like, I could have been this, I could have been that. So I'm hoping that this is helping. I don't want to just ramble on. I'm hoping that this is helping, because everybody is scared sometimes. Everybody has a fear before they do something, especially when you're going into the world of business, or even just a new relationship. Or even though when you just, you're about to go overseas to a place you've never been, you're going to be self-conscious. But just get into the habit of just not giving a damn. Try it and do things that you never do. Like, you can do all kinds of things. You could wear a crazy outfit that you never wear. Like I've done this before. I went to the mall in my robe, my evening gown robe. I just go. I went, and that was just a psychological thing I was just doing. I was doing it to myself to prove a point. I was not dressed any neat. I just did that, and I've done crazy things like that from time to time. I went and swam in the ocean in the middle of winter, just to get myself out of the shell, just to wake myself up that it's not as we create this little cocoon of the world around us, and then we live by it, and then we're scared because we feel like if we step outside those, we're nothing. But yet, once you step outside that, there's life. There's a lot. There's like this, wow, I've been wasting time on all these circles. And sometimes you need to burst out of that circle and discover something new. So find activities that will blow you out of yourself, new connections or new networks, or whether it's network events or something that's going to get you out of that, because your success depends on your ability to be confident, and it also depends on you not giving a damn. You can't care. Social media is good at actually making people, you see what she said about me, or nobody liked my post. Get into the habit of not giving a damn. It's a very good attitude to have. Be caring to others and be polite and be respectful. But if you're going to go forward in life in a real strong way, and you're going to achieve some dreams and get some things done, you have to not give a damn to some point. Okay? Hopefully that was good for you. If y'all like this, you know, comment, and we'll get the conversation started. As always, thank you. Peace.